Hi again, everyone. This is Tim from Cleveland Baseball Fan 879. Yes, it's been a long time since I've seen you all, and thank you for those that have stayed subscribed, maybe caught up on some older videos of mine. But I said at the end of the last video that I did at the end of May of my Roberto Clemente replay that I was going to play a game of Advanced. So here it is. I will be using Advanced Fielding, Advanced Stealing. I will still be using Super Advanced Base Running Advancement. I don't like the rules for, that. And, yeah, so no ballpark home runs, no ballpark singles, no clutch. So basically all the rules except for runner's advancement. I'm also just going to shoe the dice tray for this game. This is the 1938 season. I actually chose a game that was actually played on the day I'm filming this, which is June 26th in 1938. This is Carl Hubbell's 200th career win. So we will have the Chicago Cubs and the New York Giants. So Carl Hubbell is on the mound for the Giants, and Larry French is on the mound for the Cubs. And I'll just announce the players as they come up. And leading off and playing third base is Stan Hack. And 4-11 against the lefty, struck him out. One away. And here's Billy Herman. 6 and a 6 and a righty. That's trouble. 1-11's a double. And that's a one-out double for Billy Herman. They will hold him on. And no havoc rolls either, so. Here's Carl Reynolds, not the truth. And I know there's a reason why I use my dice tray now. 4 and an 8 against the righty. Fly ball to center field. Ground ball to third. Sorry, I looked at the right-hand side. Ground ball to third. Third baseman Mellott looks Herman back to second, and that will retire Reynolds. And here's Hall of Famer Gabby Hartnett. 6 and a 10. Fly ball to center field. That will be to Hank Lieber. He is a 3. And a 17, and he will get to that. No issues. So that's a caught up there in center field, and that will retire the side. And I'll be right back with the score bug right after this. All right, and here's Bob Seeds, the left fielder, leading off for the Giants. 2 and an 11 against the lefty. Ground ball to first. And that is, excuse me, Phil Cavaretta pitching to French, covering, one away. Ground ball C's, I think as they are on Strat Max, are always considered pitcher to first base covering. That's one away. And take a quick time out here. All right, and now due up is the catcher, Harry Danning. 5 and a 9 against a righty, and he does have normal power. 1-7's a home run. And all right, we'll try this again. 1-7's a home run. And that's a 2, and that ball is hit high, deep, and all he can do is watch it leave. Home run. So Harry Danning puts the Giants up 1-0. He hit 9 home runs on this season, so that was pitcher lathered on the pastrami, and Danning supplied the bread for the sandwich. All right, here's Jimmy Ripple, the right fielder. 4 and a 4 against the lefty. Ground ball to third. Let's see. That is Hack. He's a 1, so he'll get... Well, actually, no, I do have to roll. So one thing the advanced ones are automatic, but not in advanced. 1 and a 9 for third base. Not in range, and that could be problems. E24 needs to get 8 through 10. And he does not. That's an 11. So 1 base error, so Ripple reaches the errant throw by Hack, and they will not hold runners on. The Giants did not steal that much in 1938. But here's Mel Ott, Hall of Famer for sure. Over 500 career home runs. And 1-9 against the lefty. Struck him out. 2 away. Ott in 38 hit 36 home runs and drove in 116. All right, so here's Hank Lieber, the center fielder. 5 and a 6 against a righty. Fly ball to right field, but there is Demarais, and he will make the catch to retire the side. But the Giants get on the board thanks to the Danning homer and lead 1-0 after an inning. And here's Augie Galan leading off the left fielder. And here's the pitch to Galan, switch hitter batting right-handed. 3 and a 10, and that finds a hole for Galan. He is a beast stealer. So he starts off at a 13, being held on makes him a 10. The catcher is Danning. He's a -1 to make him 1-9. They will hold him on, but he will not go anywhere. Also, the other super advanced rule I don't play is where it's if it's a plus and you're responsible for holding the runner on. Nah, I'll pass on that. Here's Demarais, the right fielder. 1 and a 7, popped him up. And the shortstop Bartell will make the catch. 1 away. And here's Phil Cavaretta, the first baseman, excuse me. 3 and 11. Ground ball to the shortstop Bartell. It goes to second to get Galan. But the return throw is not in time. So Cavaretta will take first base. C stealer, that would put him 1-8, nah. Holding him on. And here's Billy Georges. 2 away here in the top of the second. One and a 7. Ground ball to the shortstop, and he will just step on the bag himself to retire the side. Through an inning and a half, Giants 1, Cubs 0. And due up for the Giants is Sam Leslie, Dick Bartell, and Alex Camporis. All right, here's French to face Sam Leslie, the first baseman. 1 and a 6. And that's trouble. 1-17 is a double. And that's a leadoff double for Sam Leslie. And they will not hold him on. Here's Dick Bartell, the shortstop. 6 and a 5 righty shortstop chance. And the shortstop is Mr. Jurgis. He was a 1E40. 1 and a 7. I believe that will take care of the top end. Yes, it will for a shortstop. Ground ball A, which means that he will look the runner back and throw out Bartell one away. Here's Alex Campouris, the second baseman. 2 and a 7. Single to a 1. And that's a 7. So a line drive to the shortstop, 2 away. And that brings up the pitcher using pitcher hitting card number 2, Carl Hubble. Excuse me, 4 and a 10. Hubble is a right-handed hitter. Fly ball to left field, and that will retire the side. Through 2 complete, it's the Giants 1 and the Cubs nothing. French, Hack, and Herman do up here for the Cubs in the top of the third. All right. Pitcher hitting card number 3 for French. 6 and a 7. He is a right-handed hitter, 1 to 4 single chance. And that's a 7. So ground ball to first. Nice play there by Leslie. Steps on the bag himself, 1 away. And back to the top of the order, Stan Hack struck out his first time up. 3 and a 4 against a lefty, fly ball to left field. And there is Galan, 2 down. And here's Billy Herman. 4 and a 7 against a righty. Struck him out. And that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 inning for Hubble. Go to the bottom of the third, 1-0 Giants. And top of the order due up for the Giants here in the bottom of the third. Seeds, Danning, and Ripple. Here's Bob Seeds. What? I don't know. But 4 and a 7. 1 to 9 single chance. And I'm going to take a quick pause. And that's a 16, so ground ball to first. Tough hop, but he makes the play and steps on first, 1 away. For Harry Danning, whose solo home run in the first is the only run of the game. 2 and a 7. And against the lefty, popped him up. Shortstop Georges makes the catch, 2 away. Here's Jimmy Ripple. 5 and a 4. Center field chance for Reynolds. He's a 2. And a 17, he will make the catch. I don't think I even have to look. No. And that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 inning for French. And we go to the top of the fourth. 1-0. And Reynolds, Hartnett, and Galan do up for the Cubs here in the top of the fourth. And that's a ground ball to the shortstop. And Bartell throws out Reynolds, 1 away. Here's Gabby Hartnett, flew out to center field his first time up. And that's a fly ball to center field. Racing under it is Lieber, 2 away. And here's Augie Galan. Galan singled his last time up. And that is a switch hitter batting right-handed. So that's a base hit to left field. So Galan is the only one that's been able to get a hit off of, well, third hit of the game. 2 hits for Galan. They will hold him on. Here's Frank Demery or Demaray. 3-6. Oh boy, this is trouble. 1-7 double chance. And he's sliding into second with a double. Going to third is Galan. And chance 2 out rally chance for the Cubs. Here's Phil Cavaretta. Three and an 8, but struck him out. Third strikeout for Hubble. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 Giants. And French will face Ott, Lieber, and Leslie here in the bottom of the 4th. And here's the pitch to Ott. 4 and a 9 against the lefty. Ooh, 1-2 triple. The rest is a double. That's a 12. So leadoff double for Mel Ott. And here's Hank Lieber. 1 and a 7. And that's ripped into center field for a base hit. Scoring, heading third and rounding third and heading home is Ott. He will be in standing. RBI single for Lieber. And the Giants take a 2-0 lead. And here's Sam Leslie. 4 and a 9. And oh boy, getting done in by those rolls. 1-2 triple chance. And that's a 17. He's into second, going to third. Was not holding on Lieber, makes him a 15. It is assumed to go to center field. No arm. They will send Reynolds, or send Lieber, sorry. 1-15. Jeez, wow. All right. Let me try to get this on the table this time. And he's in there standing. So RBI double for Leslie. He'll stay at second. Three 0 Giants. And here's Dick Bartell. Still nobody out. 3 straight hits to open the inning. Timeout while I get the camera resituated. Okay, and here's a pitch to Bartell. 1 and an 11. And he hit him. And I'm not going to play injuries. Here's Alex Campouris. 4 and a 7. Righty. Single to 9. And that's a 14, so that's a ground ball to first. Throws the second to get Bartell, but the relay is not in time. The third goes to Leslie. And finally, the first out of the inning. But runners on the corners, they'll bring the infield in for Carl Hubble. Can't afford to give up too many more runs. And here's the pitch to Hubble. 3 and an 8. And I will play with the advanced infield in chart. Or the regular infield in chart. So that's a ground ball A. Yep. First runner on third holds. Other advances one base, and the batter is out. So 5-3 on the putout. Going to second is Campunas. There are 2 outs. The infield will go back to normal. And back to the top of the order, here's Bob Seeds. And that's a 50-50 single chance. Wrong side. So line drive to the shortstop, and that will retire the side. Giants get 2 in that inning. Could have had a little bit more, but they will take it. After 4 complete, it's the Giants 3 and the Cubs nothing. And due up for the Cubs here in the 5th inning, Georges, French, and Hack. All right, here's Georges. 1-6, and against the lefty, ground ball to the shortstop. And Bartel retires Georges 1 away. And that brings up Larry French. Ground out his first time up. And against a righty, that's a pop-up to the shortstop. 2 away. And he is just like me. Throws left, bats right. Of course, Ricky Henderson, probably the most famous to have ever done that. Here's Stan Hack. Hack is 0 for 2, struck out and flew out. And how about ground out to the first baseman? Leslie calls for it himself, and he will beat Hack to the bag to retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Hubble here in the 5th. And Dunning or Danning, Ripple, and Ott due up here in the bottom of the 5th. Six and a 10, fly ball left field, and Galan is there, 1 away. Here's Jimmy Ripple, 0 for 2, but reached on an error. And against the lefty, pumped him up. Second baseman Herman calls for it, 2 away. Here's Mellott. 666s. That's a walk against the lefty, so 2-out walk, and Ott's been on base for the 2nd time today. They will not hold him on. Here's Hank Lieber. Or Lieber. Hank Lieber, we'll call him. 6 and a 6. Against a righty. Popped him up. And the shortstop, Georges, calls for it, makes the catch, and that retires the side. Going to the top of the 6th. Giants lead 3-0. Once again, I guess I'll say this one. If you have not already subscribed, please do so. And please make sure you drop a like at the end of the video. All right, here's Billy Herman. All right. 6 and a 2 against a righty. And that's to the left fielder. Seeds is a 3. Oh boy, that's going to probably drop for a hit. Ooh, and he cuts it off nicely in the gap. 1, 2, and 4 doubles. 3 is a single. So nice play there by the left fielder. Seeds to hold Herman to a single. He will not be held on. Here's Carl Reynolds. 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. 2 and a 7 against the lefty. That's a base hit. Going to third is Herman. And the Cubs try to get another rally going here. Reynolds hit 302 for the season in 497 at-bats. That brings up the dangerous Gabby Hartnett. They're going to play back, try to give up, and try to get a double play for a run. 1 and an 8, and that will load the bases. A golden opportunity for the Cubs here. Nobody out, bases loaded. They'll keep the infield back. They don't want to give up 2 runs on a plus single. Here's Augie Galan, the man who's gotten 2 hits and 2 at-bats. And maybe not this time. 1 to 2 single chance. Not on a 20. So line drive right to the third baseman, excuse me. 1 away. Hit it hard, but right at the third baseman, Melott. Here's Frank Demery. Infield staying back. Doubled his last time up. 5 and a 6. And that's a deep fly ball to left field. Back as Seeds, he will make the catch. Tagging and scoring from third is Herman. And everybody else stays put. And it's a 3-1 ball game. There are 2 outs. Here's Phil Cavaretta. And 1 and an 8's a ground ball to second, and that will retire the side. But the Cubs get a run here in the 6th. They leave 2 on, and to the bottom of the 6th, 3-1, Giants lead. All right, and French will face Leslie, Bartel, and Campunis. Leslie is 2 for 2 with 2 doubles. 1 and a 5, and that's hit deep to center field, and Reynolds won't be able to get it. Goes all the way to the wall and into second with his 3rd double of the game is Sam Leslie. Hit 253, only had 7 doubles on the year, but he's got 3 of them today. Go figure. All right, and here's Dick Bartel. Ooh. All right, 1 to 3. They're not expecting a bunt up 3-1. And they're gonna let him swing away. 6 and a 9, and good decision to let him swing away. 1 to 3 double chance, 4 to 20 single. And that's a 2, so RBI double for Dick Bartel. And Giants regain their 3-run lead, leading 4-1. Here's Campuris. This could be the last inning for French. He is due up second in the top of the 7th. 3 and a 12. Line drive, second base. And throws to the shortstop, and they catch Bartell napping. So L4-6 double play on the Neil Lomax there. And that brings up Hubble, bases empty, 2 away. 6 and an 11 against a righty. Yeah. And another ground ball to shortstop. And that will retire the side. The Giants get the run back. And we go to the top of the 7th. And I believe that will be it for French here. He will go 6, gives up 4 runs. They need runs. All right. So here's here's Billy Georges. Georges, 2 ground outs. And struck him out. And pinch hitting for French, and we will go with Charlie Root. Yes, that one that Babe Ruth called his shot on is loosening in the bullpen, and Tony Push-em-up Lazzari will pinch hit for French. For those wondering, French is rated for 7 innings, but you got to get some runs here against Hubble. Call it the 2020s managing, but is what it is. 6 and a 9, and Lazzari swung on and missed, struck him out. 5th strikeout for Hubble as he now goes through his 4th time through the inning. Or the first time through the order, I should say. And here's Stan Hack. 0 for 3. Not this time. Base hit to center field. And Hack will be held on. Here's Billy Herman. Herman, 2 for 3 with a single and a double. And make it another single for Herman. Going to second is Hack. And here's Carl Reynolds, not holding anybody on. Well, yes, they are holding runners on. They're holding all runners. Reynolds, 2 and a 6, and that will get a run home. 1 to 8's a double. And that's a 6 RBI double for Carl Reynolds. Going to third is Herman. 4 to 2, and a base hit here ties the game from Gabby Hartnett. Oh for 2 with a walk. 3 and an 8, and just like that, base hit. Scoring from third is Herman. Scoring from second is Reynolds. And the 2-out rally ties the game at 4. And Hubble is not pleased. Here's Augie Galan at 2 for 3 with 2 singles. 4 and an 11, switch hitter batting right-handed. Ground ball to the shortstop, and he will throw to first to retire the side. But not until the Cubs get 3 runs, as fans are not happy. Stretch time here in New York. And I'll let you sing your own Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Charlie Root will come into the game. And he will face the top of the order. Seeds Danning and Ripple. And against a righty, that's a ground ball to third. And Hack throws out Seeds one away. Here's Danning. 5 and a 4 catcher chance. Catcher is Hartnett. He's a 2. Ooh, that could be... No, that's out of range. Needed a 1 through 8. Hartnett is an E2. So 4 through 10 are a 12. And a 7. He will pounce out in front of the plate, gather and throw 2 away. Here's a Jimmy Ripple. 0 for 3, reached on an error. 3 and a 7, fly ball to right field. And there is DeMar. And that will retire the side. We go to the top of the 8th, tied at 4. And Hubble will stay in the game. DeMar, Cavaretta, and Georges. Or Demaree. All right, here's the pitch. She's 0 for 2 with a double and a sacrifice fly. 5 and a 10. Against a righty. Ground ball to third base. And Ott is a 3. 7. Out of range. E20 for Ott. Oof. E20 and a 5. No, he bobbles and just puts it in his pocket. And they will not hold on Demaree. Here's Phil Cavaretta. 6 and a 7 against the lefty. Struck him out. 1 away. Here's Billy Georges, 0 for 3. 4 and an 8. Ground ball to third. And throws a second to get Demaree. But the return throw is not in time. 2 away, and they will let Root hit. He is using pitcher hitting card number 2. There's Charlie Root. 1 and a 7. Struck him out, and that will retire the side. Go to the bottom of the 8th. Tied at 4. And Root will face Ott, Lieber, and Leslie. The heart of the order due up for the Giants here in the 8th. Here's Melott. 2 and an 8, and that's a bouncer to the shortstop. Georges the first, and that will retire Ott 1 away. Here's Lieber, 1 for 3 with a single. 5 and a 4, another catcher chance. Hartnett's a 2. And a 20 is probably a foul out. Yep. So popped him up into foul territory. Hartnett in foul ground makes the catch 2 away. Here's Sam Leslie. 3 doubles on the day. Four and a 9 and 1 to 5, and this could be a go-ahead homer. And that's an 18 and 4 for 4 with 4 doubles. Four and a 9, yep. All right, here's Dick Bartell. He doubled his last time up. Six and a 3. Pitcher chance. Roots a 3. Needs a top 3 or bottom 3 for this to be in range. No. So he is an E8. Oh boy. E8 and a 3. And he bobbles and throws, and it's in the dirt, and keeping it in front of him is the first baseman, Cavaretta, but E1 on the play puts runners on the corners. And we have Alex Campouris, 0 for 3. Five and a 6, and that's a fly ball to center field. And Reynolds camps under it and makes the catch to retire the side. Through 8, we are tied at 4. And this could be all for Hubble. He's going to his point of weakness. And he is due up first in the bottom of the 9th. All right, here's Stan Hack. Singled his last time up to start a 3-run rally in the 7th inning. Triple fours. That's a fly ball to center field. 1 away. There's Billy Herman. 3 for 4, 2 singles and a double. 6 and a 10. That's to the center fielder. Lieber's a 3. 18 is fine. So 2 putouts by the center fielder. And 2 outs. And here's Carl Reynolds, who's double, scored a run the last time up. And foul ball. 3-8. That's a ground ball to third, and that will retire the side. Go to the bottom of the 9th. And decision time for the Giants. Do they want to what Hubble hit? He has faced 39 batters. And they will decided they will hit for Hubble. So he will go the 9, but let's see if the actually no. What about 1, 2, 3? You know what? No, they won't pinch hit for him. They really only have 2 really long relievers, so they're going to let Hubble hit. He will go possibly 10 innings. 3 and a 7. And that's a ground ball to the second baseman. 1 away. Here's Bob Seeds. Triple sixes. First base chance. That is Cavaretta. He's a 2. 16 should be okay. Ooh, just in range on the bottom half. You will get it. Throw to the root covering. 2 away, and Here's Harry Danning to try to get a rally started to avoid extra innings. 6 and a 7. No, he will not. Struck him out, and we've got bonus baseball. All right, Hartnett, Galan, and Demery to face Hubble here in the 10th. Here's Hartnett's 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. 2 and a 4 against a lefty fly ball to left field. And Seeds will put that away, 1 down. Here's Augie Galan. 2 for 4. 2 singles, 2 and a 7. And he will draw a walk. And they are expecting a bunt. They will not bunt, so the corners will remain in. Actually, no, they're expecting a bunt, but he will not bunt. And should have bunted, but that's a ground ball to third. To second for 1. The return throw is in time. Inning-ending double play. And we go to the bottom of the 10th. Root will face Ripple, Ott, and a Lieber. And this will likely be Root's final inning of work, as he is due up third and possibly the final inning of work. All right, here's Jimmy Ripple. 4 and a 3 against the lefty. Weak ground ball to second, and that will retire Ripple, 1 away. Here's Mel Ott. And that's a weak ground ball back to the mound, and that will retire Ott, 2 away. Here's Lieber. 4 doubles on the day. Can he make it 5? No. He will swing and miss. Struck him out. Actually, no. Sorry. Leslie has 4 doubles. Lieber has a single. But he's struck out, and we go to the 11th. And this will, after this inning, will be his weakness, because the rules, modern rules say that, well, I don't know if this is for current, that it's 2 innings over your thing that you're okay. So this could be the last inning for Hubble. Bottom third of the order, Cavaretta, Georges, and maybe a pinch hitter. 3 and a 10 against a lefty is a fly ball to left field. 1 away. Here's Georges. 5 and a 5 against a righty, ground ball to the shortstop. 2 away. And let's see. Root has retired his last 7 batters, so they will let him hit with 2 outs and nobody on. Four and a 7. Root is a right-handed hitter. Struck him out. And we go to the bottom of the 11th. This will be Root's point of weakness. This is his 5th inning of work. He can go 5 in relief. All right, and Jumbo Brown will come in relief. They will sit Hubble after this. He's gone 11 innings. So here's Sam Leslie, 4 doubles on the day to face Charlie Root. And could he do it again? 1-12. No. But 5 for 5 is Sam Leslie. And they're expecting a bunt from Bartell, and he will be bunting. I believe this is just 2d6s. He will be a C bunter. Bartell squares around, Root with the pitch. Oh, a 3 is an excellent bunt. And he beats it out. A C bunter and a 3. Batter beats out bunt. Runner advances 1 base. So great job by Bartell. And let's see here. Do they have any better? I'd rather not use him here. We will let Camporis try to bunt as well. They're expecting it, so it'll be a D bunter. Let's see. Clay Bryant is loosening in the bullpen, along with Bill Lee. And they're expecting a bunt here. Camporis will try to bunt. And here's the square around. Here's Camporis for a fundamentally sound when you have to be. D and a 4. Batter is thrown up by the pitcher. Runners advance 1 base. So excellent job by Camporis getting the bunt down. 1-4 on the sacrifice. And we will definitely get a pinch hitter for Hubble here. Let's see here. Bench is kind of meh. JoJo Moore hit 302 on the year, so we'll put him in. And we'll have Jumbo Brown come into the game if need be. But JoJo Moore, the infield is in. One out here in the bottom of the 11th. And they're going to let Root pitch to him. Pitch till his arm falls off. And here's the pitch to JoJo Moore. 3 and a 7. Fly ball, right field. Making the catch is the right fielder, Demery. Runner on third is Leslie. He's an 11. Should have pinch ran for him. 11. Gets 2 for being a sac fly situation, so 13. He is a +1 in right field. So 1-14, I mean, obviously you got to send him. Here's a throw to the plate. And he is in with a slide, and that's your ball game. So Hubble does get the win in 11 innings. And they mob him at the plate, and Hubble does get the win in a 5-4 11-inning victory, and be right back with the line score right after this. All right, final line score: 5 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for the Giants, 4 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors for the Cubs. Your player of the game is Mr. Leslie with his 5 hits, 4 doubles, and a single. Probably a career day for him. All right, the next game I will not be continuing. This is just a one-off game. I will be continuing the Roberto Clemente replay in the month of June. I do not know the game or who they're playing, but it will be the Clemente replay starting in the month of June. I know he gets hurt somewhere in like June or July, so we will act accordingly. All right, thank you for watching. Like I said earlier, please leave a like on the video. It helps the video to be seen. And please subscribe if you have not. And for those watching, please play any game you like, how you like to play it, and enjoy it at all times. Have a good day, everybody.